When you're a guitar expert from the Wrecking Crew, it's no surprise that you come up with the guitar intro, the guitar parts to Last Train to Clarksville from the Monkees. What an iconic guitar part that is, huh? The solo in Lionel Richie's Hello, and the memorable solo from Lowdown from Boz Scaggs. We talked to Louis Shelton on Rock History Music. The guitar solo in Lowdown, I'd be remiss if I didn't. That is like Steely Dan legendary stuff. That is the and speaking of Larry Carlton and all those guys, again, just
that just happened as the track was. I had one foot pedal on the floor. We didn't have pedal boards in that day, so I had some kind of a fuzz tone thing on there. And so up until the lead bits, I just had a clean sound. And then whenever I would go to play lead, I would click on that little fuzz tone. But it was all happening in real time. There was nothing ever planned other than play a solo here when we get there at bar 56 or whatever. So here comes bar 56. I'd click it on and start playing. I never worked out. I just took it wherever my mind felt it should go, and on that particular one, I believe, like I was analyzing it, so we're playing basically a chord progression, a vamp from E minor ninth to A seven, just back and forth, back and forth. So when it comes to the key change, we just take everything up a whole step, and so the solo's in a different key. Now we're in like F sharp or something, F sharp minor or something, and so I just go up to the highest note of an F sharp minor to start the solo, and just work backwards from there to where it ends up being back in the original key, and somehow it just all connected, and we just get lucky sometimes.
what was the reaction behind the board with that solo?
Well, I don't remember having any kind of reaction to it, any kind of, it was just another take, so I didn't even know it. We didn't even know at the time. That's the thing with all that stuff. We never knew what was going to be a hit, because all of the thousands of stuff we did, it was never a case, okay, here's this is going to be the hit. It's just like, okay, we got that one, let's do this tune now, and you're just on to the next. And then when they finish their album, they start listening, oh yeah, maybe this should be the single. So that's the way that works.
You talk about this, you talk about the 10,000 hours or whatever they say to get that. But what you all were doing, it's like, Brian Wilson knew a good idea is a good idea no matter where it came from. I know those guys worked with him, where that instead of getting all the Beach Boy guys, he got the best he could possibly get, because a good idea is a good idea no matter where it came from. And you guys all did the work. And because I really appreciated the Beach Boy story. I know that was another gang, but the fact that you were able to I can't explain it. I can't put it into words, that you were able to do something out of your body almost, and create something that still will last long after you and me. Will be played probably in 100 years if we all last that long. Who knows? But do you ever like sometimes kick yourself or hit yourself and say, "Go, man, good times"?
Oh yeah, yes. I listened to a lot of stuff, and I have to say, man, that was really good. But we always had this frame of mind that almost like this session means our whole career. If this session goes down, we go down with it. So we were always giving it 100%. We were never in there just counting the minutes and the hours. It was always, well, we're putting our stamp on this, and this is our future, you know. Um, it's just like so many guys when they first get an opportunity to possibly be a session player, if they go in and they overplay trying to show how great they are, it doesn't work. You got to show uh, how much you can play something that fits and makes that record better than it would be without you. You can't go in there and try, like I say, try to show how much you can play, um, and that you can never stop thinking that way. Every session you go to after that, you have to have that same frame of mind that, you know, let's not get in the way of anything, but if we can add something that works and makes it better, don't be afraid to throw it out there, you know.
Sometimes less is more.
Well, you know, and I've mentioned this before. I played in the clubs for years just as a cover band and playing the top 40 and all of that. And I hear these records that someone like Steve Cropper played on, and these simple little guitar things that meant so much to the record. It was such a part of the record. And that was my reference. If I could add something on a record like Steve Cropper did that made it part of the record, well, that's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to just go in there like the rest of the guys and just play rhythm guitar. And lucky enough for me, I guess my taste and whatever was right. And so I never got kicked off of records for playing the wrong stuff or too much stuff or whatever. But that was my those kind of the you know, Scotty Moore on the Elvis records, you know, uh, those guys. That's what I grew up, you know, learning from, was how they piece together their parts, you know, like uh the intro to Don't Be Cruel. That's just another version of Last Train to Clarksville, slowed down and in a different key. But it's the foundation of that record. And you take that lick away, and what's Don't Be Cruel? You know, it's just two chords, you know, nothing. It's like Steve Lukather said one time, he said, "Man, I hope you got royalties for that guitar lick on Last Train to Clarksville." He says, because if it wasn't for that guitar lick, it'd just be a G chord, which is true, you know.
Yeah. Steve's one of my favorite guitarists. I love his
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed that. Keep looking for our entire interview with Louis Shelton. It'll be at the very top of the description. When it's ready, we'll put it on all the videos. Remember, if you want to support the channel, at the very top of the description as well, there are links where you can join our Patreon or make a donation to the channel. But if you like what you hear and see, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like our videos, share them on social media, and make a comment. We read all the comments. We'll have more from Louis Shelton in the next few days. I'm John Beaudin. This is Rock History Music.